And I really like this quote that he has. And he says that it's not the strongest species that survive, but the ones that are most responsive to change. And I think that is very apt in the current market. And it's hopefully something I can give you a little bit of a grasp of today, how to equip your businesses with some very simple tools and processes to take advantage of change. I'm a contrarian. I believe in opportunity where others see bear markets. I believe that change presents huge opportunity for you and your respective firms. The most important chart I have. I love showing this to people because when we get into our respective businesses, we get carried away with the noise of the day-to-day job that we do. And we forget that on every horizon, there is some form of change just around the corner. This is acute in Western Australia, where you could reflect that curve directly to the resources boom. Nothing lasts forever. I cannot tell you when things will happen, but I can guarantee you that things will change. And what this curve is showing you, and you should reflect this with your individual firms, is where are you on the growth curve? Are you just starting a new practice? Do you have a big data law practice which is riding the curve of the rapid digitalization in that industry? Are you a M&A lawyer where perhaps the activity is slowing? Do you need to reinvent yourself? And the reason I show you that is that you need to continually adopt to changing market conditions if you're going to maintain your competitive position. Competitive threats are just around the corner. Lower pricing is likely to continue in some areas, and other firms will be innovating, and you must keep pace or exceed them to be successful in the markets in which you're playing. But I want to bring it back to law. And my opening caveat is that I am not a lawyer. I'm actually a purchaser of legal services in many capacities. I buy personal legal services for my own things that I need, and I buy from a Tier 2 firm here in Perth, and I have a great experience with them. They run, either deliberately or undeliberately, a customer intimacy model. And they've offered me great service, great advice, and I will simply not go anywhere else in the future. Conversely, I use an international law firm, one of the biggest law firms on the planet, and I've had a very poor experience with them. And then somewhere in the middle, quite recently, I actually set up a business for my wife. My wife imports some products from the US, and I went online, and I used what I thought was a legal practice broking firm to help set up that company. It cost me $130 to set that up. On reflection, I actually found out it's not a law firm. It's simply somebody that's registered to do that. Very changing times in your industry. I simply would not have done that 5 years ago. In fact, I don't think I would have had the option to do it 5 years ago. It's very real competitive threats entering your respective industry.